Double barrel. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Briggs coming at you with a brand new CDL tier list video today. We're gonna talk about Major 1, and we're going to rate the teams accordingly since post Major 1. All right, so let's hop into it. All right, so going on my first D list team so far. All right, we're going to go with Play Gorillas. I don't even know why this fucking team was made. Like, honestly, have no idea. The three coming back from last year, add RCDs into it, pay a shitload of money for RCDs just to give him 3 fucking bumps. I mean, they're probably great players by themselves, you know what I'm saying? But as a team, you found out last year they weren't working. So why go back to it? Who fucking knows? There's like no reasoning behind it whatsoever. They're just like, oh, we're gonna fucking put this team in here. Maybe it'll work. Throw RCDs in there, give this man a bad day. Fuck it, let's do it. Our second team are the London Royal Ravens. They are also a D tier team. I mean, let's be honest, they always look good online, but for some reason, they never show up at LAN. They never ever show up. I mean, they just fall straight off the map and can't perform at LAN. If you want to be a top tier team, you got to show up offline. That's simple. It's that simple. All right. Let's move in to our C tier. And the first team going into C tier is going to be the Boston Breeze. These guys, I got to give them a little bit of a break. They lost Awakening going into the major. He got pulled from the team for being sick. They had to put in Beans there. Everybody knows the rumors on Beans. The European Dashy, he's definitely not going to Optic. Cut that shit out. All right, so they bring in Beans. They don't really perform like they're supposed to. Beans looks great. They don't make it in. I expect this team to blow it up. You know what I'm saying? This team's probably gonna blow it up after Major 2 if nothing happens. You know? It sucks. I love Zinni. I hope he doesn't go nowhere. I believe Zinni deserves to be in the league. But he always gets shit on for some reason. So we'll see. All right. Now this one's probably gonna piss you guys off. Because, you know, we're Team Greenwall here, but Optic Texas. Optic Texas is our next team on the C list tier. I mean, this team should have never started off the year. They should have never started off the year. Let's be honest. They said they were going to drop the players. Once that happened, it was done. Scrapso can't fucking perform at this point. It's going to be in their heads. Now, do I agree Dashy should be the one going? Fuck no. I don't think so, but we all know this is fucking Shotzi's team now. Even though Shotzi doesn't want to be part of Optic if Scump's not there, probably will leave next year, but everybody wants to make this man the head motherfucker in charge. But yeah, they're definitely C tier. They shouldn't be. I mean, hopefully they're my favorite team, so hopefully they will perform and they'll make some moves. I mean, there's talks of Beans, which isn't gonna happen. There was talks of fuck, my mind's going blank right now. Hook now. Hook's a talk. That's probably what's going to happen since he's showing up in the Discord now, but who knows? But yeah, that's it. All right, our next team, of course, nope. But the Mutineers. This team performs against one team, our team, Optic Texas. They look like a fucking S tier team whenever they play Optic. But everybody else, nah. They just suck against everybody else. We don't really know much of their ceiling with this team, but they're probably gonna end up blowing it up before the end of the season too. So we'll see. All right, moving on to B tier, guys. Let's move on to B tier now. I think my first B tier team, and I'm actually happy to say it because I love Clayster. Vegas Legion got their first win against the fucking Rocker this major, you know, and I believe there's actually a pretty good ceiling with this team. I think these boys can do something. Give Clayster a little bit of more time with them. And I think there's gonna be some big moves from these boys. Well, hopeful, because I think it's probably Clayster's last year, but I hope he makes some of it, man. Our second team, which I actually think may have a good chance this year, I think it's gonna be Rocker. Rocker is going to be my second team. Rocker is looking pretty nice, kind of a in the middle team for me right now. You know, they looked great on online qualifiers. Came to Major 1, lost their first round against Ultra, then gave their fucking next L to fucking Legion. So that puts them in the middle of the pack here for me, guys. So we're gonna put Rocker right there. Moving on to A tier. My first A tier is going to have to be the Ultra. Toronto Ultra. This is definitely a top 5 team, guys. Scrappy's cocky, backs it up. I love that. I love that about Scrappy. If they can keep up the momentum through the season, maybe they'll stay A. Maybe they'll look competitive for champs, but I really don't think so. I think that they'll probably dominate throughout the year, but I don't see them winning nothing this year. Well, I mean, they may win a major, but definitely not champs. My second team for this, and I'm gonna get a little hate for this, is gonna be Atlanta FaZe. You know, they have been a dominant team in the CDL for many years. Their S&D is looking really nice, but their respawn needs some work, major work. I think Slasher will get them in line. They'll probably end up being an S tier team like always. But yeah, for right now, they're definitely gonna be A for me. Now my second A group is going to be the LA Thieves. I of course think that the LA Thieves will be an S tier team by the end of the season. Maybe make it back to champs. I mean, I personally thought Envoy was going to be the face of Optic Gaming when Gump went away, but they may have fucked up. In my opinion, they did fuck up. I love Envoy. Love that kid, the Dark Prince, baby. But they need to learn a couple things. They always take a little bit longer to learn a game than other teams. So I see them definitely moving up to S tier as the season progresses. Now, of course, the S tier are going to be the 2 teams that went on to the finals, and of course the Subliners won Major 1. Now, I will put Subliners as my first S tier team because I honestly do not think that they will stay an S tier team. Most teams that win the first major tend to just adapt better to a game faster than everybody else. But let's see how long their teamwork and their chemistry works. I see this team being a one and done for the year. But on the other hand, Seattle Surge and that boy Pred is looking nice. I think this team will remain dominant through the season and may even get their first win. Well, I mean, their first championship. I mean, Pred is definitely a franchise player. There was talks of him going to Optic. Definitely not going to happen. I think the kid wants to do his own thing. Maybe at the end of the season he'll go. But I think if that was the case, Seattle would have gotten rid of him now because they at least could have made some money off of him. But that's the tier list for it all, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have a tier list of your own, make sure to drop it down below in the comments. Let me know. Add me on Twitter. Add me on TikTok. Add me on Instagram. Shit, you can find them all. They've all been popping up. But most of all, Follow me on Twitch and find me every night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Thank you for staying tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, and have a good one. Deuces.